Diving back in. June 16th, 11:17 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Jersey! Jersey!
You move quick, Apollo. Good show. Good show.
Jersey! You're okay! I thought...
Don't cry, Apollo.
Those good-for-nothing gangsters. There's just some things you just don't do. I'm pressing charges.
Wait, just calm down, Apollo. Or else.
What the heck is that?
Incredible. Surprised? This is one of my best tricks, the amazing Mr. Hat. You look marvelous, darling. He's a big hit on stage at the Wonder Bar. Yes, I am a big hit. Ha ha ha. Well, what do you think? Do you like it?
You mean you... Jersey! There are some things you just don't do. I'm pressing charges. Pressing charges.
Apollo, now is not the time to be threatening me. It's you who are being threatened here.
Huh?
Remember what you said to Walkie's father yesterday? You promised you'd save his son.
But that testimony was rock solid. What are you suggesting I do?
Look, once the judge declares a verdict, it's all over. If I can use my talent to stop that from happening, I will.
Jersey, no more staged abductions, please.
I'm not talking about magic, Apollo. I know when the witness isn't confident, I can perceive what he's feeling. It might not mean anything, but it's all we've got.
You can see what he's feeling?
Think back, Apollo. Think back to the times when there was a contradiction in his testimony. All the times.
All the times there was a contradiction? I don't remember. Actually, I don't remember them exactly.
Good thing I do. There were 2 times when he made a statement he wasn't confident in. And each time there was a contradiction. In his hand, he held, yes, a pistol. It was pointed at the man pulling the stand. Tossing the pistol aside, he fled from the scene. He said the man tossed aside a pistol. But it turned out he wasn't sure, and sure enough, there was a contradiction.
Well, that's true, but how does that help us?
Didn't you notice anything? Whenever he made a statement he wasn't confident in, he displayed a certain habit.
He sure did.
Here we go, Sharingan knives.
Yeah, and we just read this, so.
We just read this, so yeah. Did you see at the very moment he said the word pistol? His fingers got all tense and he fiddled with the corner of the page in his book.
How am I supposed to see that?
Well, I could see it. How else do you think Daddy went 7 years without losing a game of poker?
He just...
Wow, so he
just smuggled his daughter in.
Oh, wait, does Phoenix not also have this power?
No, he doesn't. He does not have this power.
Oh, so Trucy was just feeding him in and out.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
What? It's the easiest way to cheat is to have somebody on the inside, you know?
I always sat next to Daddy during big matches. I could see what his opponents were feeling.
You mean that's how Mr. Wright won all those games?
It's not cheating, officially. I wasn't looking at their hands or anything. And I wasn't there all the time, either. Daddy's quite good at poker, after all, but not good enough to understand to go undefeated that long.
Great, so he cheated. But what does that do for us? I don't believe this.
You have to listen to his testimony one more time. No, scratch that. You have to watch his testimony, perceive the truth.
Watch a testimony. Perceive the truth? The only thing I'm perceiving is that I'm going to lose.
Not true. Daddy said so. He said you have the power, Apollo.
Mr. Wright said that? Watch the testimony. Perceive his true feelings. Is she serious?
Time's up. Sorry, I can't think of any other way out of this one, Apollo.
What was that she said before the trial started? Huh, Mr. Wright's not here today.
He said his old foot injury was acting up. Yes, he smiled when he said we'd be fine, as long as you're in there, Trucy.
Is this what he meant by us being fine? Well, methods aside, she did avoid one guilty verdict already today. Time to show this court what I'm made of. Get ready for justice! Justice Rangers go!
Launching the Justice Mech. Mecha.
Get in the justice, Apollo. Let's do it. I hope I looked cool when I said that just now.
You did not. Apollo!
You know, I'm starting to think I can do this.
I knew you could do it all along. Oh, one more thing.
Not more fabricated evidence, I swear to God, Trucy. Huh?
It's definitely more fabricated evidence.
Oh, fuck.
Try to cover her, Mr. Hat, as best you can.
Great. This is fine.
I just flew in from the coast, and boy, my arms are tired.
Right. God, this is so much.
June 16th, 11:40 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 4.
Court is now back in session. Right, we're fine. Ahem. I'd like to say to the young lady standing next to you, Mr. Justice.
Oh, you mean...
Sorry.
Oh, you mean me?
Don't you have anything to report? Anything concerning the mysterious phantom in the silk top hat?
That you're
Right.
wearing?
Yeah, right. Him. Don't worry about him. I settled that. You settled that? Yes, it was out of court settlement.
Hey.
Yeah, right?
Perhaps Fräulein would have us believe it was nothing more than a passing dream. A fantastic illusion. Now you see it, now you don't. Am I right?
God, you sound like your fucking brother, I swear to God.
I think he's on to me. Yeah.
I wish he would stop being so cool.
Let us dispense with these niceties and get straight to the matter. What are your plans for our gifted witness?
Right. The defense would like to request another cross-examination. Because I forgot to ask something. There was no issue with the witness's previous testimony. I will grant your request, however, but this court will not permit stalling for time.
Court permits an awful lot, including...
Yeah, it sure does, huh? Understood, Your Honor.
Don't forget, Apollo. When he isn't sure about something, he has a habit of fiddling with his book.
All right, let's go through it again. Okay.
All right.
Hey, there we go. Oh, I have to.
We have to
go
listen
through
to
it.
the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Okay, but it's that one.
Yeah. Hey, I got you.
I'm not sure I'm qualified to watch testimonies after all.
You have eyes, don't you? Focus, Apollo. Find his weak spot.
Focus. If only it were that easy. My ears hear what he says. My eyes see his expression. Do I have to do something more? What other senses do I have?
Wow, so many.
Oh, shit. What's this? My bracelet?
When I said his bracelet was a millennium item, that was a joke.
Yeah, I know.
Is it a magic? Is it really a magic item?
Yep. What's going on? My bracelet feels different somehow.
Oh, it's covered in eyes. I see that now. I think Daddy was right. You can see it, can't you, Apollo? You're almost there. Find the weak spot in his testimony.
I know this sounds crazy, but my bracelet is trying to tell me something. Yep, it does sound crazy. All right.
Not worse than anything else I've heard today in this game.
Yeah. All right, so.
No.
Okay, there we go.
Yes.
It's not letting me perceive. What do I have to do? Guess press it again?
Press maybe? Press it?
I guess. So you called immediately after witnessing the murder. Oh,
The
okay.
police undoubtedly have the record of the call. Why not check with them? Wait, Apollo. This has to be it.
Wait, you mean his habit?
Don't forget, Apollo.
We just saw this.
This is not even a flashback.
I know.
It's 30 seconds ago.
The only time he even had the book open was here. Which means this is the place to look for this habit. I don't know how I know, but I know.
Know what?
It's my bracelet. It's different somehow. I can feel it reacting to something about the witness.
Your bracelet?
I'm not sure I get this focus stuff you were talking about, Trucy, but I have a feeling that trusting my bracelet is the way to go.
This is a shonen.
Okay, I just need to touch my bracelet as it reacts to the testimony. All right, there we go.
Okay.
Sharing good time.
This is you.
Yeah. What's going on? I can see the witness's face, his expression so clearly. It's filling my mind. I can see nothing else, hear nothing else.
Apollo?
Trucy, what's happening to me?
This is what I meant by focusing.
Focusing.
In this state, you can see everything, Apollo. Everything the witness does.
It's great, but this is kind of freaking me out.
Just look for Mr. Stickler's twitch, his habit. You remember it, right?
Sure. When he says something he's not sure of, he fiddles with the page of his book.
You got it. Right now, you're looking at the witness's face. And your eyes are sort of bugging out.
Insert concept art Apollo here. It's very good.
Oh, I need to see.
I'll bet they are.
First, move your focus attention down to Mr. Stickler's hand.
Okay, so we need to just... His hand?
You know what to look for now, but you have to be looking in the right place.
She's right. I can only see his face like this. Time to try changing my viewpoint. All right, so we want to DS this shit down. Oh my god.
It's on the... Yeah. Oh, this is so much harder with it not a DS. Huh?
Uh-huh. What?
You're almost there.
Almost.
A little bit further.
No.
A little bit lower. A little bit lower
Gotcha.
now. There we go. Perfect. Now you're really ready.
Ready? For what?
Ready to perceive the truth behind the twitch.
Perceive.
Try listening to the witness talk as you focus. Then watch for his habit.
Right. You mean when he fiddles with the page?
That's right. That's your signal to look closer, to perceive. Find his weak spot and I guarantee we'll be able to give him the royal flush.
Spoken like a true poker head's daughter.
I'm a magician, thank you very much.
So I have to pay attention to his words and his fingers.
Don't worry if you miss it, you can always try again.
Right. Look out, nervous twitch. Here comes Justice. He's such a nerd, I love him.
He's a great nerd.
Okay.
Ergo. Phone.
Gotcha!
So the fiddling was on the cell phone part.
Uh-huh. I saw it. Just now I could see it. Mr. Justice, do you have something to say?
All this banging of desks, it's quite bad for my circulation, you know.
Mr. Stickler, allow me to ask you a simple question. Why did you fiddle with the page of your book just now? The very moment you mentioned your cell phone.
What are you talking about?
I'm curious now about this cell phone of yours. Mind if I ask a few questions? What to ask? What to ask?
Has to see his phone.
Mr. Stickler, please show me your cell phone.
Why? Whatever for?
Show me and you'll find out.
Well, I can't. I don't have it, you see.
You don't have it? Mr. Stickler, is this your cell phone?
Yeah, where did you get that? That's the phone from yesterday.
Sure is.
Mm-hmm.
Look, a cell phone.
Someone dropped it beneath this tire. If the car moved, it would have been crushed for sure.
I wonder if it belongs to the doctor here. How strange, Mr. Stickler. Can you explain why your cell phone is sitting here in my hand at this very moment? Wait a minute, what is the meaning of this? This cell phone was found yesterday, in the Maractus Clinic garage. The Maractus? Why, that's where the victim lived!
Eric, that's impossible.
Mr. Stickler, you lied to the court, didn't you? If your cell phone is here, how could you have called the police?
Weak! It's true. I didn't have my cell phone that night. That's why it can be said that I called the police from a public payphone.
A payphone? So you didn't call on your cell phone after all? Just where was this payphone located, Mr. Stickler?
Well, to indicate it with a startlingly high degree of accuracy, it was right around here.
That's quite a ways from the park. But why did you lie? There can be only one reason. He didn't want the court to know he had lost his cell phone. Because it was found in the victim's garage.
What are you saying?
Mr. Stickler, you broke into the Maractus Clinic garage on the night of the murder. This cell phone tells all.
Ooh. This music is...
Yeah. This is, I think, my favorite, pursuit music. It's so good.
It's very good. But that's ridiculous. That makes it sound like I snuck into this fellow's garage to commit some crime. As though I were trying to kill him.
Well, Dr. Maractus was killed that night.
Well, yes, but no, this line of reasoning has to be against the rules. Yes, it's true I lost my cell phone. But you can't prove that I lost it that night.
Well, Mr. Justice, if that cell phone was dropped the night of the murder, it does raise considerable suspicions as to a connection with the crime.
Now's your chance, Apollo. Connect Mr. Stickler to the crime.
Oh, he's already connected enough. I just have to prove it. Well, do I have a piece of evidence that can do the job? Can I prove the cell phone was dropped on the night of the murder? I think so.
Yes.
I think it's the mirror, if I remember correctly.
Right, because if the car had moved with, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I like your swagger. Hair, forehead, hit it.
The court will see this evidence, Mr. Justice. Hit it, as they say.
No.
Listen, I love the judge. Okay. Yeah. That's a side view mirror. As it so happens, Dr. Maractus's car was in an accident that took place the night of the murder.
An accident?
An accident. Glad we're clear about that. It happened a little after 9 p.m. just outside People Park, our murder scene. Dr. Maractus's car hit a pedestrian.
What are you trying to say?
From the absence of a mirror, it's clear that the car was parked after the accident, which means it was parked there after 9 p.m. on the night of the murder. If your cell phone had been dropped before the car was parked in that garage, then it would have been crushed. After all, it was lying on the ground right under the wheel. Ergo, Mr. Stickler, the only time you could have dropped this in that garage was after 9 p.m., the night of the murder in the park. The night of the murder in the park, okay. Not in the park. You weren't in the park.
You were in the garage the night of the murder that took place in the park.
Mr. Stickler, you know what this means. You did break into the victim's garage that night. This is most unexpected, Mr. Justice. Are you naming the witness as a suspect in the murder of Pelmaractus?
No, stop. This is too much. This can't be happening. But prosecutor, say something. I suppose it is worth saying this. No connection has been found between Wesley Stickler and Pelmaractus. That is, other than this.
I believe our next testimony will be most revelatory. Is the witness prepared?
Yes, Your Honor.
I know that face. That's the face of guilt. There she goes again. Scary.
She's like a cat.
She is. Yeah, Stickler's truth.
That night, yes, I went to the supermarket. I must have dropped my cell phone on the way back. And when I was walking through the park, I happened to witness the crime. I saw the killer, the victim, the stand, all clear as day. It was him. I saw the defendant at the scene. Well, now his tells are just like...
Yeah, they're crazy. They're all over the place. Yes, but your cell phone was lying in a garage.
Ah, yes. Well, as you can see, my model of cell phone has a defect. It's given to rolling. It's quite a pain when dropped alongside the road, you know.
Looks like a normal cell phone to me. In any case, Mr. Justice, the cross-examination, please. That's funny. My bracelet didn't react at all during that testimony.
His nervous habit must not be acting up. I didn't sense anything either, actually. Looks like you're on your own this time around.
Well, fuck. Right, no problem. I hope. Here comes justice.
Just some old-fashioned lawyering, no magic.
Yeah. Whatever happened to good old-fashioned lawyering? Okay, so.
Supermarket.
Cell
Okay. Yeah? You feeling all right, buddy?
Do you want to press this?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. That's when you passed in front of the Maractus clinic?
Why, yes, that's correct. That was a pretty suspicious pause there.
Mr. Stickler, do you think you could be a bit more specific? Please show us the exact route you took on the night of the murder. Yes, please.
Of course. The supermarket is here, along the main road. My way home From there, takes me past the Maractus Clinic. This is probably when I dropped my cell phone. Yet woe that I walked on, unaware of my loss. And I walked right into that fateful park.
Okay. When is the crime? As clear as day.
Press.
Okay.
The scene.
This part of the testimony is the key. I know it. Should I press him about the killer, the victim, or the noodle stand?
The killer.
Yeah, the killer. I think the killer is the thing, but I could be wrong. Oh wait, no.
Yeah, well,
no, the noodle stand. It's a noodle stand.
The noodle stand? Oh, it hasn't been stolen.
No, it's something else. Hold on.
Oh.
Do you happen to remember the noodle stand?
Quite well, yes. For a student of the sciences, keen observation and healthy curiosity are vital. I remember everything. I could even read the sign. I believe it said, noodle. Yes, that was it. Wow, you...
For remembering something quite well, it sure took you a while to tell us. And thank you for telling us that a noodle stand sells noodles. Very enlightening. Well, Mr. Justice. What about that sign? Could that be important? Very important.
Very important, as it's wrong.
So the sign on the noodle stand said noodle. Oh, I missed that line, so I'll add it in post.
We love post.
It appears the defense has just obtained a vital piece of testimony. Is this noodle stand's broth really that delicious? I'll have to go sample the wares one of these days. I think that's worth adding to the testimony as well.
Whatever sort of noodles that stand sells, it can't match up to IVU's cafeteria.
Like, no college student ever would say that about their school cafeteria.
My school cafeteria had the benefit of being beneath my dorm, so
Yeah.
I'll give it that.
It was convenient.
Some applied to the school merely for the taste of our smart noodles.
Smart noodle. Okay.
Although, I've heard they're hiring, like, professional chefs at some schools. It's bizarre. Okay.
Yeah.
Like for celebrity cooking things. Anyways.
I wouldn't mind a taste of that myself. Okay. Noodle. Present. Noodle stand. Where's the noodle stand?
Noodle stand. There it is. It's in your pocket.
It is in my pocket. Conveniently. I like to think that Trucy whipped up like a little replica.
Yeah, I was thinking like a little model noodle stand.
Yeah, she's just very good at crafts, I guess. All right.
I believe that Tracy's very good at crafts.
And you're absolutely sure the sign read noodle.
Why, just last week my professor offered me this praise. At least you have good eyesight, Stickler. I'll give you that. That's not praise, buddy. It read without a doubt, noodle.
I see.
What? Why are you looking at me like that? Is that pity I see in your eyes?
Let's take a look at our map, shall we? So you're claiming that when you saw the sign, you were standing here, was it? Although it would have been a bit hard to read the sign from this spot.
You think so?
Mr. Stickler, I'd like you to please take a look at the stand and to carefully read what the sign says. See? The sign actually states the name of the stand's owner, El Dunes.
Inconceivable. I'm certain it was definitely noodle for sure. Positive.
I'm afraid your professor was wrong about that eyesight. I wouldn't be so quick to jump to that conclusion. The sign he saw changes everything. The witness says the sign said noodle, and he saw it right. What would you say if I told you that there is one spot from which the sign would be read the way Mr. Stickler claims? And this I'm going to present to Chell, because I haven't actually
We haven't actually done this.
Oh,
The other side of the cart says.
yep.
The witness was on the other side. Which is something I...
Mr. Justice, show us this spot. The witness actually viewed the stand from this
From
location.
this... Yeah, over there.
The witness was standing here, on the opposite side. Graphics.
Ooh, look at these polygons.
Oh,
There's at least
wow.
12. At least.
Can I get some anti-aliasing on that?
No, we didn't invent that yet. That hasn't been invented yet.
How do you know that? When viewed from the south, the sign on the stand reads Aldunes as we know. However, observe the other side of the stand. Oh, this side says noodle. Exactly. The name of the stand is split between the front and back signs. Mr. Stickler, you lied to the court. You witnessed the
Well-
crime from the northern side of the park, not the south.
Yeah, you got me. So what?
So what?
What does it matter if he saw the killing from the north or the south side? It makes no difference at all. He's right. Travel far enough to the south and you end up going north. Viewed on a global scale, directions are utterly without meaning.
Actually, maybe he's right. What does it change?
The direction the victim changes. It changes everything, Apollo.
Jersey?
Remember his testimony from before? Though, to be honest, I'm a little scared of where this is leading. Oh, yeah. The killer and the victim are facing each other here. Then at the moment the killer raises his weapon, Mr. Stickler shouts. At which point the victim turns his head to look, and the killer fires his pistol. Bang. That's why the bullet hit him in the right temple. No contradiction, right?
Right. But if Mr. Stickler was standing on the north side of the park, that reverses the whole scenario.
Completely. If Mr. Stickler shouts from where he is now, and the victim looks in his direction, bang.
Yup.
The slowest bullet in history.
I guess.
The bullet would have left his left temple. In other words, someone standing at point K couldn't have shot the victim in his right temple. It's impossible.
That's right.
Now that we know that Mr. Stickler was standing on the northern side, the wound location takes an entirely different meaning.
Hey, Tracy, have you ever thought of becoming a lawyer instead of a magician? Like, you could be a magician lawyer? Like, I'm just saying, you're doing more lawyering right now than me.
Yeah, I'm glad we don't have to reprove that in court.
No.
Indeed, you are absolutely correct, Fräulein.
What meaning?
The entry wound was on the right side of the victim's head, correct? Well, the right side of the victim's head is north.
North? Ah! But that's where the witness, Wesley Stickler, was standing.
Correct. So if he was standing in the north, then the only person here who could have shot the victim in the right temple was Mr. Stickler himself. Woo! What's a vowel?
Yeah, who knows? There's a lot of them.
Not me.
Order, order, order! Wow, the apple didn't fall far from the tree. She's flipped this whole case on its head while I was still figuring it out.
clarify one point for me, would you, hair forehead?
What now?
Are you truly accusing this college student of murder?
Well, I can't say he exactly looks innocent, but something still doesn't feel right. I just can't picture him as the real killer.
No, please, looks aside. I'm a really nice guy. All my friends say so.
Let's hear what the defense has to say. What are you going to do now, Justice? Should I really accuse Mr. Stickler? Okay.
Didn't we find...
Oh,
I was just thinking about the bloomers we found in the trash can on the north side of the park.
We sure did find bloomers right there.
Uh-huh.
And the cell phone was in the garage where the thief went.
Yes, accused of another crime.
I don't think Wesley Stickler is a killer, but he's not innocent either. His unusual silence tells me that much. Mr. Stickler, you seem unusually quiet. Tell us why now.
The word confession isn't in my dictionary. It isn't every dictionary.
It's in every dictionary, yeah.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Hair forehead. I'm afraid it falls to you to elucidate Hair Stickler's silence.
Mr. Justice, you did say you were accusing the witness just now for a crime other than murder. Your reason? The court's all ears. God, I know he's guilty of something, but what crime other than murder is there? Do I have evidence that shows his involvement in some other crime? Your evidence? The court's all eyes, Mr. Justice. Show us evidence that points to the witness's involvement in a crime. Okay, obviously the bloomers.
Yep.
Bloomers! Take some bloomers! He just throws them at the judge's face. Well, this is very inconvenient.
He's definitely considering what's been thrown at him.
Something tells me this isn't one of those good silences. Something else to say, Mr. Justice. One more chance, please? Oh shit, no!
Oh no, we were wrong!
A brand new penalty. Oh, please reveal your thoughts to the court. God damn it. Come on.
Maybe we need truces.
Yeah, I guess it's truces.
Because we haven't connected the other bloomer to someone who was actually...
I guess.
Yeah.
And we have connected him to the garage, so...
Yeah, so...
Fine. Another pair of pennies at his head. The evidence is this. What is that? Women's underwear.
Hey, those are mine.
Hey, you little freak. Not talking now, are we?
Wow. This is an unusually long silence.
It sure is.
Don't look at me like that.
Like a pervert? You pervert.
Like you've been stealing women's panties off drying lines?
Yeah. Order, order, order. Mr. Stickler, well, I can't say this comes as a shock.
It's not what it seems. I
want to say the Pythagoras theorem.
Yeah, that's not...
On the night of the murder, just past 9 p.m., a young girl catches a panty snatcher red-handed. Bravely, she gives chase, but the snatcher flees and hides himself in no other place than the Maractus Clinic garage. Aha! Incidentally, these panties were found in the exhaust pipe of the car there. Presumably, he was trying to hide the evidence of his crime. Ergo, while you may not be a murderer, you are guilty of panty snatching in the first degree. That's not a law. That's not a thing. murder! Mr. Stickler, you should be ashamed.
It's not what it.
You have a breakdown from him and he's not even the murderer.
Wow. Yeah. We get 2 breakdown this case.
Yeah, it's great. So are we to understand that you were silent not because you were guilty of murder, but because you lacked the courage to admit your theft of this girl's undergarments?
Perhaps you're not aware of my school's name was originally written IV. I stands for intelligent and V stands for valiant.
Your point?
I'm not done. Now that I'm a major in the science department. And what does science teach if not curiosity? Not this.
No, not that.
Not this. Yes, we of the IVU science department are valiantly curious. No challenge is too daunting, and what greater challenge to science than a mystery?
Objection, that's fucked up. Come on. You're talking about a girl's panties here.
No, you do not understand. Mystery is the unknown, and the unknown is unacceptable. And my friends, when it comes to mystery, those panties are the promised land.
Oh god, it keeps getting worse. For science, he says.
For science, a full-size car tie was only the first... What? Oh! A full-size car tie was only the first mystery those panties revealed.
Tire?
Yes, I saw her do it. She pulled a tire out of those panties. But that's not all. First, there was a tire, then a stew pot, and a frozen chicken. One mystery after another. It was magic. Oh, I remember now. He's one of the regulars in the audience at the Wonder Bar.
Huh?
He's talking about my magic panties trick. I just don't understand. A broom from a pair of panties, it mocks the very laws of physics.
A broom and a frozen chicken, Trucy? Whatever happened to doves and bunny rabbits? Mr. Stickler, you stole this girl's panties to understand a magic trick?
You say panties, but they are so much more than that. For me, they are an object of serious study. I wonder. There has been a recent rash of panty snatches in the area. Were they all you? I am sorry, but I did it for science. Each time I
Yep, there he goes. For science, he says.
You can just Google how magic tricks are done. You're not really supposed to. But the fact that he doesn't really understand how stage magicians work is fascinating.
Yeah.
What?
Still, that leaves one thing unexplained.
You're referring to our witness's other lie, yes? The witness claimed he saw the crime from the south, but it was in fact in the north.
Indeed. Would anyone care to explain why he lied about that?
Be my guest, Hair Forehead.
And that's, I think, where we're going to end this today.
Ooh.
Yeah, and join us next time. Yes, we get more trial nonsense with Clavier and Hair Forehead. Auf Wiedersehen.
I want to look at Clavier all the time.